Let's understand models and LoRA in Krita AI Diffusion. In the right side here, this gear icon opens the configuration for the AI functionality. We will be looking at the Styles section. To be specific, we will be looking at this model checkpoint and LoRA. These are the styles. There are a total 7 styles present by default, but only 3 can be used here in the dropdown. The 3 styles usable we saw are the first, third, and fourth. The second style has this XL in its name. Also, the fifth has the XL in its name. These are different types of checkpoint, or I can say models. The below 2 are the Flux models. Models are large files with extensions such as SafeTensor or CKPT. SafeTensor files are preferred by most users because they are considered safer. These files can range in size from 2 GB to 24 GB. These are the models available for the consumer-grade hardware. Model files contains information derived from thousands of images, including descriptions of those images. This information is used to generate an image based on the prompt we type. The default setup for models at the time of installation was for Stable Diffusion 1.5. 1.5 is the version for the model. The version was followed by 2.0 and 2.1. However, it was not as successful as the 1.5 version. A new model was introduced later and was named as XL model. Similarly, there is a Flux model which is larger than the XL model. The Flux has the normal version named as Flux 1 Dev. And then there is a faster model named as Flux 1 Schnell. These are the type of model used in Krita AI Diffusion inside Style. The model is loaded in your computer's graphic card to generate an output. Your NVIDIA graphic card should have enough memory to load this models, or else you have to get the cloud computing service I showed in the first video. I have a video on Flux models you can watch if you want to know more about models. Back to Krita, if I select the style for XL model, it says the checkpoint used by the style is not installed. The term models and checkpoint can be used interchangeably here. If I select the style using Stable Diffusion 1.5 model, I get an option to change the model in the selected style. This is because at the time of installation, the default setup included these 3 models. For this, we need a Stable Diffusion XL model and Flux models for these 2 styles. This is where I have kept all the files, Comfy UI and Krita. Inside the Comfy UI, the model folder. The checkpoint folder contains the models due to which their respective styles are usable. At the time of installation, these Stable Diffusion 1.5 models were downloaded by default. The default installation included workflow only for Stable Diffusion 1.5. Let's get the workflow for XL models. This is where we can set up the workflow for XL models. Check the XL option and click Install. Comfy UI should start automatically after installation. Back to the styles. It says checkpoint is needed for the XL style. We have the workflow. Let's download a checkpoint now. Search for Civit AI. You should get the website on top. Navigate to the Models section. This is where you can download models. There are so many models here, let's use the filters. First is, model uploaded less than a year. I'm looking for checkpoint. Keep this to all. Then the base model which I just explained. I think most user will use the smaller models. Let's look for Stable Diffusion 1.5 first. Now, you are looking at Stable Diffusion 1.5 models. Sorting is set to rating. So this should be the highest rated model. Scroll down, and there are so many models for different types of image. I don't think I should be showing these images on YouTube. This is a kind of an attractive one. If we look at the details, the base model here is Stable Diffusion 1.5. This means this model was generated on Stable Diffusion 1.5. There were multiple versions of this model. I will leave it to the latest. There are some information given about the model here, and some suggestion for similar models. Below are the comments by the users, and the gallery section, which you can watch by yourself. You can download the model from here, but there are again two variants to download: full model and pruned model. The difference here is, the unwanted, or I should say, the less important data has been removed from the full model, and what remained is the pruned model. Save the model into Comfy UI, then Models, and then in the checkpoint folder. Save the model here. After the download is completed, go to Krita, Configuration, then Styles. I will create a new one. Let's name it Test 1. You can name whatever you want. Next, select the model for this style. The model I downloaded was Real Cartoon 3D. You may sometimes not be able to find your new model. Click this refresh button. I will let the other details be as default and click OK. Next, I will select the new style created, and I also need a prompt. I want to generate something like this. This exclamation in the right gives the information. Copy the prompt. And the negative prompt. The negative prompt was activated from configuration. Interface, then this negative prompt switch. Now paste the negative prompt. Click Generate. It's not exactly the same, because this is AI. The image has been generated based on the prompt, and it will be different all the time. Still, it's not bad to me. What do you think? Next, what I can do is match the settings to get similar image. It should be in the quality preset. I will match the sampler. Then the number of steps and the guidance scale. I don't think seed number is necessary. This is for live mode. I will show you later. Clip, skip. Let me open the option. I will increase it by 1. Back to Krita. Click Generate. This is not the exact, but she is good as well. I tried again, and the result looks good to me. There are so many types of different models you can try. Next is the LoRA. I have to change the filter from checkpoint to LoRA. I am looking for the LoRA, whose effect can be easily noticeable in the generated image. How about this? I used to watch Ben 10 when I was a kid. Base model is Stable Diffusion 1.5. The demo images look fine. Let's download this. Save it in Comfy UI folder. Then Model. Then LoRA. Back to Krita. The style I created, I will add a LoRA into it. From the dropdown, select the LoRA Gwen 10. The strength, let it be 100% to have the full effect. Click OK, and then I will generate. I have used the capability of 3D model and generated a character image using LoRA. The facial structure is similar to the cartoon character. The image is actually generated by the model, but while generating the image, the LoRA had manipulated the generation in such a way that it looks like the character. A character named Gwen, from the cartoon series Ben 10. There are these trigger words, which trigger the LoRA to have its effect. Adding white pants will trigger the LoRA to generate some specific outfit. The white pants trigger words gave the result as expected. I made a video on making a LoRA. If you are interested, link in the description. I will try to add one more LoRA in the style I have created. I will save the file inside the same LoRA folder. Back to the configuration. Click Add and select the new LoRA in the dropdown. I will let the strength for the LoRA be as it is, and see what result I get. Because there are two LoRAs, I think I should use the trigger words. And click Generate. Not as I expected. I see the effect, but the effect of the second LoRA is very less. Decreasing the strength of the first LoRA by making it 60%. Let's see if the second LoRA makes an impact now. It has the effect, but still, the character did not become a robot. I am changing the LoRA strength. What I feel should be correct is, always, the total strength of LoRA should be 100, being more or less each. If you see here, the selected text. This is how the LoRA and LoRA strength are specified in the prompt. After colon, 1 is 100% and 0.5 is 50%. I will try specifying in the prompt. However, in Krita, the LoRA specified in the configuration is considered over the LoRA in the prompt. Also, while specifying the LoRA in prompt, make sure to match the LoRA name properly without extension, or else you may get an error. The effect from second LoRA is very subtle. I decreased the weight of the first LoRA Gwen. And these are the images. The LoRA here has some suggestions. This 3 are the suggested checkpoint we must use to get the best result. I will try the LoRA with the suggested model. The base model is Stable Diffusion 1.5. I will download and save in the checkpoint folder. The style I created. I will change the checkpoint to the gradient photo checkpoint. Then I will try matching the details from the image generated using the LoRA. I was not able to find the sampler in the dropdown. Then I looked at the option, Edit Custom Preset. These are the same value I was trying to match from the LoRA image. Then select the custom preset from the sampler dropdown. I will not be doing anything here now. Let's generate and see the output without it. For now, I will keep the sampler as default. Clip skip was already increased. I will click OK and copy the prompt. I copied both positive and negative prompt and clicked Generate. I got a bad result. I copied the values from LoRA image into the custom option. The second word in the sampler here is the scheduler in the custom option. If you are having confusion, then search for scheduler in Stable Diffusion on the internet. You will get the list and you should get the idea. You will be seeing all this in a notepad if you do not have a code editor. Do not change anything else here, it may give an error. Save the file and select the custom sampler. Click Generate. Let's see if there is any improvement. There was no improvement, so I tried a different application named Forge UI. It worked fine, and I came to know the problem. I searched for the Stable Diffusion VAE. I will share the link in the description. In Files and Versions, I downloaded this SafeTensor file. I will save the file in the Comfy UI setup. In the Comfy UI project folder. Inside Models. Then VAE folder. Back to the configuration. Select the VAE. Click Refresh if not present in the dropdown. I will leave the rest settings as it is. And click OK. The LoRA worked as expected. But not with the custom preset I used. All other presets are working. The bad image we saw was generated because the checkpoint did not contain VAE. I added the cartoon character LoRA, Gwen 10. I need to play with the strength percentage to get the best. But both the LoRA are working now. Few points I want to mention is: make sure to check the model description. The 3D cartoon description says it had the VAE. That's why it was working before. Check the suggested models and LoRA below, if it works. Reading comments can also help. LoRA in the configuration will always be considered, if it is not present in the prompt. I will see what's more to cover in models, and make a video on it. Or else let me know what should be next.